Hello everyone, this is Andy from the Pixel Pub, and I'm here to talk about the Switch games we have picked up recently. Okay, we got a lot of Switch games here, as per usual. A lot of these are pre-orders that I pre-ordered last year that finally came in, and a lot of Amazon points being spent on games that I had seen and maybe thought looked pretty cool. We'll see what happens when we get around to playing them, but it's a lot of games. Buckle up, let's go. Okay, first up is, like I said, one of the pre-orders that I pre-ordered last year. It is the Plucky Squire. I was very intrigued by this game when I first saw the first trailer. Was in one of my videos of games to look forward to that I was looking forward to in 2024. And it did come out last year, but the physical version didn't come out till, I don't know, a few weeks ago that I got in the mail. During that time, a lot of the people that I follow on the internet didn't have a lot of nice things to say about it, but I held on to my pre-order. I was like, man, let me try it myself, and I've dug into it. I played about 3 hours in, and I do believe they've put out a patch for this game since it originally came out, because there was a option for a streamlined version, and I've heard it was a very talky game, like it wants to explain everything that's going on. And I picked the streamlined version, and I'm having a good time. Like I said, I'm about 3 hours in. It's kind of on the back burner because I got other stuff I'm playing at the moment. I fully perceive I will like this game to the end because I'm just having a good time with it. I like the art style a lot. I like the being in the little storybook thing, and you pop out and be in the little child's world, which is very, I don't know, trashy. I'm not one to talk, but it's got a lot of stuff, a lot of little things everywhere. I don't think anybody would live here, but I don't know. Plucky Squire seems like a good time so far. I like it. Okay, next is a game that Kathy picked up just a week ago. What is time? It is Lemon Cake. Still some plastic on there. Lemon Cake appears to be a thing where you're running your own bakery and the challenges that come with that. She played a little bit of it and seemed to really like it. It was one of those things that was recommended to her, not by YouTube, but with a real life friend. She had played it a lot and really liked it, and Kathy's not one to turn away a very good recommendation for a very good game. She seemed to really like it. Gather ingredients in your greenhouse, prepare sweets in the kitchen, and serve your baked goods. In an adorable cat cafe. So it's a cat game. I guess there's a cat on the cover. I'm not a big cat person. Where's the dogs at? Where are the dog cafes? Where are the corgi cafes? Let's go. What's wrong? Society? Okay, next up was a game that was a recommendation on this very channel. I believe it was the Metroidvania video. Someone commented about this game, and I'd never heard of it, and sought it out on Amazon. There was a collection of 2 of them in one thing. That is Alwa's collection. I believe I'm pronouncing that right, which has 2 different games, Alwa's Legacy and Alwa's Awakening. A collection of modern retro Metroidvania is what it says on the back. It's hard to say. Experience that you won't want to miss out on. Yeah, I just picked this up on a lark. I think it was, I don't know, 20 bucks or something. My phone's going off. 20 bucks for a Metroidvania I'd never heard of. That seems like a good time. I watched a few reviews. It didn't seem half bad. Why not? Let's go. Always collection. I'm always down for more Metroidvanias. Let me know more Metroidvanias. Okay, next up is something that Kathy picked up on our most recent gaming haul video. She saw it at Hidden Block Games. It's a game that I predicted would be on a future game hunt or a gaming haul video because I got Kathy Atelier Ryza 2 for Christmas, and it's Atelier Ryza 3. She found this for cheap at Hidden Block Games. It was actually cheaper than the going buy it now price on eBay. Went ahead and picked it up. She hadn't started Atelier Ryza 2 yet, but she just wanted the trilogy because she liked the first one so much. She's liking the Atelier series a lot these days, and why not complete the trilogy with Atelier Ryza 3? And it was sealed. Like, it was cheaper than like used copies on eBay. It was kind of nuts that, I don't know if they missed out on that pricing or whatever, but their loss is our gain. Atelier Ryza 3 is a fun JRPG, turn-based battles, making a lot of crafting, making potions and stuff like that. I played a little bit of it on the PC, and it was fine, but I was kind of hoping it'd be an action RPG, not a turn-based RPG. I just wasn't in the mood when I started playing it, but I'll get back to the first one eventually. It's got fun art, fun color. I like the colorful games. Big blue sky, big green grass, all that fun stuff. Atelier Ryza 3. Okay, next is a gift for Kathy from our fellow compatriots on the Pixel Pub, Shelby and Josh, for Christmas. It is Untitled Goose Game. Actually, we were looking at a GameStop one day, and Kathy had this in her hand, and I knew it was on her wish list for Christmas, and Christmas is coming up. And I was just like, you know, I hadn't got it for her. I got her a few other games for Christmas at that point already. And she picked it up, and she was looking at it, and she put it back down. Later in that day, Shelby had texted me and sent me a game and said, hey, do y'all have this? And I was like, yes, we already had it. I can't remember what game it was. Damn, it's going to drive me crazy. It was Bayonetta Origins. That was the game. We already have it. So I was like, okay, well, she's thinking about getting a game for Kathy, and I sent her, you know, she wants this game, Untitled Goose Game. We were just looking at it at GameStop, and she had it in her hand, but she didn't get it. I imagine they picked it up that day, and Kathy got it for Christmas. She's already played a little bit of it. The best I can tell for Untitled Goose Game, it seems to be like just a nuisance simulator. Like you just want to fucking annoy people and pick up their crap and, you know, just make them go crazy so you can accomplish your little goose goals. It does have co-op. She says it has co-op. She's been bothering me about co-op for a while now. The back of this says number of players 1. I don't know where she's getting that from. I was like, well, we can play some Goose Game multiplayer here soon. Apparently not. I'm gonna have to break it to her, or she's watched this video and she'll figure it out. She's not over there like she usually is. Yeah, Untitled Goose Game was a very big buzz. I remember when it first came out a few years ago, and just because it was just this weird little simulator of being a goose who just wants to wreck people's lives, I guess. Like kind of like a goat simulator, but more down to earth, because Goat Simulator is crazy. But yeah, Untitled Goose Game, good time. All right, next up was a pickup from Kathy that when we went to the limited run game store when we were on that game hunt video. That thing we did. That was fun. It's Princess Farmer. Now this is a weird game. I picked it up because it does have a very colorful cover art there and kind of striking. And I picked it up and I looked at the back of it, and I'm going to read the back of it here. Make combos, smash rocks, win hearts. Action puzzle gameplay. Play with a friend. So this does have 2-player. This game is a kind of a match 3 puzzle game, but also like a life sim game where you're going through and meeting different people and, you know, making friends. Dialogue options let you choose how Princess Farmer interacts with her friends, affecting your relationships with them. Make them your BFF, and they may reward you with gifts. So yeah. And all that's with a match 3 game. It's pretty wild. I showed it to her, and I think she was kind of immediately taken in and wanted to get it. Actually, just yesterday, I bought a Humble Bundle that included this game in it on Steam, and I'm going to give it a try on the PC. I know she already played a little bit of it. I don't know if it necessarily grabbed her that much, but I'm going to give it a try and see what I think, because I'm going to be the Princess Farmer in this house. Okay, next up is a game that I did pre-order last year. It's a limited run game, and it was one of the games that I made for 2024, games that I was looking forward to, and it's Penny's Big Breakaway. It is the game made by the Sonic Mania team. They made their own thing, and it was really giving me all the good vibes with the trailers, the color scheme. It looks like the color scheme they picked for this game, at least the opening world levels, kind of looks like Spring Yard Zone from Sonic 1. And the whole thing looks like a Dreamcast game. It gives me like Mario Galaxy vibes as well. I was so on board. And then I played it, and man, I don't know about them controls, man. I was so hyped for this. I've played like, I don't know, 3 or 4 levels now, and the amount of times I've just like hit the wrong button and just zoomed off a stage to my death is pretty comical. Like, I'm very bad at this game, like really bad. And it's hard to be bad at this game because there's really not a lot of enemies or stuff to avoid. There's these big penguins that chase you around, they'll swarm you, and that happens. But me, I'm just falling off a cliff every, I don't know, 30 seconds. It was kind of wild. This game does the thing where there is no camera control. Like the right stick moves like your yo-yo thing around. You do a lot of boosts with your yo-yo. You do a double jump swing with your yo-yo. Your yo-yo does everything. And the levels are built that way, so they don't, not having the camera control is not a necessarily bad thing, but it still feels kind of weird. And just, I don't know, just, zooming off to my death by hitting like the wrong shoulder button at one point. It's so disheartening. I know if I had played more of the game, I get used to the controls, I might like it better, but the first impression it made, I was like, man, I don't know. I do not know. So it's on the back burner, the far back burner for a while now. Maybe I'll pick it back up one day when I'm feeling nostalgic for Penny's Big Breakaway, but just the first impressions, I don't know. Okay, next up is a gift for me from our good friend Paula. We love Paula in this house. Paula's always welcome. We love Paula. Paula loves us. It is the Mega Man X, what is it, Legacy Collection 1 and 2. I am a huge fan of the Mega Man X series. Not all of them are hits, obviously, but I love Mega Man X1 and I love Mega Man X4. 2 and 3 are fine. 5 and 6, 6 is, and I never really played 7. This is my first chance to play 7, and I own 8 on the PS2. I bought it when it first came out, and I played that game. I don't remember a damn thing about it. Like it just rolled over me, and I was like, I don't remember if I liked it. I don't remember if I hated it. It's just a thing I played. I don't know, but I'm very happy to have this Mega Man X collection on the Switch. Like I said, I'm a big fan of the Mega Man series. Big fan of the Mega Man X series. I wish they'd make more. Capcom, please. If you're watching this, and I know you are, over there in Japan, making your good games like, they're your good selling games like Monster Hunter. Make a Mega Man X. You know, just do it. Why not? Make another one. Let's go. All right, next up is a game I picked up at the Limited Run game store. It's a game I was hyped about, and I did not pre-order off the Limited Run website because I was like, well, they'll have this at their store. I'm sure they will, and they did. Is Tomba, the special edition on the Switch. And I rented Tomba a handful of times when I was younger on the PS1, and I really liked it. I just remember reading magazine articles about it at the time, and like it had some weird connection with one of the guys who made Mega Man. Not the guy, I can't remember the guy's name, but it wasn't him. And it's not made by Capcom, made by Whoopee Camp. I can't remember who published it originally, but this version was published by Limited Run. I never owned Tomba, and it's stupid expensive now. Never owned Tomba 2, and it's stupid expensive now too. So this is my chance to own a copy of Tomba. That big, fun, colorful art there, big pink hair, big pink pig, fun little pink stuff going on this cover. But there is kind of a downside to this game. I haven't opened it yet and played it because there's that stuff about a game-breaking bug on the Switch version, which is extremely unfortunate. I'm not sure if they fixed it yet. I haven't looked it up because I literally don't have the time to play it right now. I'm spending all my time playing other games. Tomba's there. Tomba's gonna get there. I hope they fix that bug. And I know it was something that was kind of a problem for a while. It was an interesting game for the time, and it kind of felt like an old school throwback at the time. And yeah, I'm ready to play Tomba again if they fixed it. Okay, stop the presses, hold the phone. We got another game that just came in today. I did my recording yesterday. I'm in the middle of editing it right now, but a game came in the mail that Kathy ordered a few days ago. It is something that she has bought up every so often. She'll ask me, should I play this game? Should I play this game? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I know what it is. I just don't know the quality of it. It is Catherine, the Full Body Edition. Now, for those of y'all who don't know, Catherine is a game that the Persona team made before they made Persona 5. I think it was, I remember reading at the time, it was like this, they were trying to, get a grasp on the new consoles because Persona 4 came out on the PS2, and they were trying to get a grasp on the PS3 and the Xbox 360. The only game that they made that came out on the PS3 and Xbox 360, I think Persona 5 did come out a little bit on like the PS3, but I think everyone knows that mostly as a PS4 game and then beyond, Switch and other consoles. So it's kind of weird that's what it is, but it's a weird game. You got the two Catherines, one with a C, one with a K, and a secret third Catherine in this other one with the pink hair. She wasn't in the original game. And it's kind of it says that this mature action-adventure puzzler delves into relationships and the difficult choices we make. So it's like this guy, he's back and forth between these two women who are both named Catherine, and he also has to climb puzzle boxes stuff while getting chased by giant sheep. That's my memory of it. Just the main core gameplay is you just having to figure out these climbing puzzles that climb up these boxes while you're asleep, and you got ram horns, and it's a bizarre game. And I also, last I heard about this game before the little full body version came out, is that they were doing like races at Evo, like races of the puzzles. I don't know. That's crazy. But yeah, I had to get in here in the middle of this video to show off Catherine. And I don't know, should I change the thumbnail from 14 to 15 games? I don't know, maybe. It'll be another video where the amount of games in the video don't align with what the thumbnail says, but I don't know. Anyway, that's Catherine, full body. Now back to the regularly scheduled video. Okay, had to pause the recording for a little bit to clear out some SD card space on my camera here. But anyway, let's get back into it. The next game is a game that I ordered because I got caught up in the hype. It's a recent release, and I love this franchise for the most part. It is Tales of Graces F. It is my understanding that it is a kind of a port of a port. Like, I think Tales of Graces was originally a Wii game. They got ported to the PS3. That now is being ported to modern consoles. I don't know. I love the Tales series, the ones that I've played to completions, like Tales of Symphonia, Tales of Vesperia, Tales of the Abyss. Just great classic RPGs to me. And I never really dipped my toe outside of the stuff that didn't look like those games, except for Tales of Legendia, which I played on the PS2 and I hated. But this was getting a lot of buzz, and I was like, man, it's been a while since I played a good Tales game. I did play, what was the newest one? Tales of something. Tales of Ryza, and I played like, I don't know, 6 or 8 hours of that. Just wasn't feeling it for one reason or another. Sometimes I'm feeling a game, and I just wake up the next day, I'm like, I don't want to play this anymore. And that's kind of what happened with Tales of Ryza. Tales of Graces F Remastered just came in a few days ago, and I'm very pumped to give it a shot because I've been just like devouring RPGs here lately, and this is going to be one of them that's going to get eaten by me. Let's go. Okay, next up is a game that I picked up at the Limited Run game store, and it's a game that I heard about a few years ago, I believe on the Next Lander podcast, and it was Vinny talking about it, and it would seem like a fun little thing. There's still plastic on there. And it immediately caught my eye, and I was like, man, I want to try this, especially if there's a physical version. And There Is No Game, Wrong Dimension. Now, I've already played through all this. It's not that long, maybe like 4 or 5 hours long. It's basically a game, kind of like a puzzle game, adventure game type of thing. Like, it's probably more well suited to be played on the PC with a mouse, but I played through it with a controller and it was fine. Mostly on the TV. Actually, I think I played the entire thing on the TV. Docked. And it's a weird little story of a game that doesn't want you to play it for reasons it gets into as the game goes on, and it parodies a lot of different games at the time. There's very much like a LucasArts adventure game style parody in there. There's like a top-down action RPG, like Secret of Mana-ish little parody in there. There's parodies of free-to-play games with like monetization and stuff like that. It just goes out of its way to be kind of it goes out of its way to be humorous and ridiculous at every turn. And I had a good time with it. It was fun. I really want Kathy to play it, see what she thinks about it, because it is just a very subversive thing where you're just like, I'm not sure what to expect here, and there are a lot of weird turns about how the game plays and the narrative and stuff like that. It was a good time. Highly recommended. There Is No Game. Okay, next up, we got some of the big box stuff here. 3 games left. This game is funny because the next game I want to talk about, I had sent to Kathy. I thought it might be something that she likes, and she did, but she's got work stuff to think about. She's got a lot on her plate, and just didn't really think about it for a good little bit. And I sent her the trailer for this game I'm about to show you, and she's like, okay, I'm just gonna buy it. So she bought it, thinking it was the next game, if I'm explaining it properly for people to understand. Anyway, the game that she bought, that she didn't know what she was buying, is Potionomics. This is a game that I sent to her, thinking that she might like it, because it is a very, I guess you would call it a cozy game. You're running a little potion shop. You're trying to get out of debt. You're making friends, maybe romantically, stuff like that. There's a card building aspect to the game as well. And it comes with a lot of stuff. All these Xseed stuff does do. And then the soundtrack, the cards here, and the game, stuff like that. But it has a very distinct style to it, I think. I was really captured by the trailer. Kind of the character models look very Disney-esque, or maybe like DreamWorks-esque. Like they have a lot of expression to them, and move around, and the eyebrows move, and they look like that type of style character. And the game for itself seems to be okay. I'm not sure. She hasn't played it yet. Yeah, I thought it looked pretty neat, and we ended up with it. She didn't cancel her order. She's like, well, I bought it. Let's see what happens. Okay, next up is the game that she did want, but didn't really order. I ended up ordering it for her with my Amazon points because I felt bad. It is Cuisineer. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right, because that's a weird word to say. This game seems pretty damn neat, because it seems like a crossover between like a Hades and a restaurant running sim, where you're like, seems like you're hunting down ingredients in this action, randomly generated, top-down, isometric, fighting, let's go, action RPG. And you're building up your restaurant so you can place the tables and stuff around in different places and stuff like that, and serve your patrons who come in and want some food. It seemed like a damn good time. Also I think it's an Xseed game, has the fun stuff in it. I don't know what this is. I think it might be socks. I don't know. CD soundtrack, a dime a dozen in the game. There's a art book as well. They go out for these Xseed stuff. Unfortunately, some of the ones I played haven't been that great. Like I played Silent Hope, and it came with a big box like this, and I was like, man, I don't know if this game's that good. But anyway, I think this game is great. We're gonna give it a try soon. And yeah, Cuisineer. Am I pronouncing that right? Who knows? Okay, last up is a game that I pre-ordered a long time ago, because I'm not playing around with these Falcom games. Stuff like this series and the Trail series, like I'm not missing out. I want to play these games enough. I like them a lot, and they put them out, I don't know, once a month, it seems like these days. But it's Ys Memoire, Oath of Felghana, the refined edition. That's a long thing. So basically this is just Ys, Oath of Felghana. I've already played a little bit of this on Steam, and when I saw that they were releasing a physical version, I just stopped playing that version. I was like, I want to play this because I love the Ys series. And man, I am super excited to get into this because, like I said, I love the Ys series. Coming off playing Ys 10 last year, which I was slightly disappointed. It was still made my top 10 games of the year. But I want more Ys action. There's a weird, just comes like a chain. There's nothing on it. Maybe I got gypped. Anyway, Ys actually, these boxes come with a lot of stuff, but I'm a huge Ys fan, and I'm not gonna miss any physical version coming out anytime soon, because like I said, I want them. I'm not gonna rely on fate for me to walk into the store and find them. I'm just gonna pre-order them. I'm not usually a pre-order person. Like, I've never really, but it's just for the limited run stuff and for this type of stuff. I was like, I'm not playing any games. I just want it. I want it the day it comes out, and I want to make sure that I have it. So when I find the time to play it, I can play it, and I have it physically, so I don't have to worry about prices skyrocketing. Which, to Falcom's credit, it seems like the past couple of years since Ys 8 came out, they have been putting out enough versions out there in the field, in the channel, so the prices don't get stupid crazy. And that's good for people who want to, get get the game. You know, I want to get the game. I don't want to play stupid prices. I just want to play the game. I don't want to have it on the shelf. I want to have a physical version. Who knows when that can change? So I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm going to pre-order these games as much as I can. And that's a strange thing to say for me because I was very anti-pre-order for a very long time. But it's just for these. It's just for stuff like this. For East, it's for the Trail series. It's for that stuff that I am very deep into right now. Okay, so that's been the Switch games we picked up here recently. If you have any recommendations for us based on what you've seen in this video, please leave us a comment. Like I said, I've bought some games based on comments before in these videos. I'm always up for finding new games, finding new experiences, stuff like that, having a good time. I have been Andy from the Pixel Pub. Please like and subscribe, all that fun stuff. Peace out.